It's going down April 5th. It's a nationwide protest against everything that Trump and Biden has done against this country, and black people are not going. It's hands off for us. That cape you wearing, turn it into a blanket. We playing spades, we watching TV, we having a cookout, we binge watching old Martin episodes, we doing everything but going to this damn march. Where them fans at? Find them fans April 5th. This ain't got nothing to do with us. We did not put that man in office, so this is their fight. Y'all remember when you was younger and your bike got stolen and your mother told you don't come in this house till you go get your bike back? It's their turn to go get the bike back. You can even look at the flyer and tell this ain't got nothing to do with us. Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, public lands, fair elections, NATO, veteran affairs, cancer research, schools, libraries, free speech, LGBTQ, immigrants, judges, clean energy, our bodies, our jobs, personal data, everything but black rights, everything but discrimination, everything but redlining. You sit your ass down. Do not go out there and let them pepper spray you and beat you down and pull them tanks out and gas spray you, because when black people mobilize, you a threat. When white people mobilize, it's a march. Sit your ass in the house. I don't know what is streaming on April 5th, but we need to look that up, because Dope Thief is good. The Pit is good. I know Tyler Perry got a movie every week that's probably good. It's watchable. I'm telling you right now, find something to do on April 5th. They saying TikTok going to shut down, and that's just scary, because the TikTok go dark, and it's going dark the same day this march is going down. That means they might know something we don't, and they might be ready to get lit. I'm just saying.
This flag used to hang there.
This was the flag Jennifer Piggott proudly hung outside her home during campaign 2024.
We had the flag. I had the shirt. I was a MAGA junkie.
A MAGA junkie who thought her government job would be safe with Donald Trump in office. She was wrong.
I cried. It's scary, you know, it's a really scary thing. And I was embarrassed. He's a good boy.
Piggott was abruptly fired last month from the Treasury Department's Bureau of Fiscal Service, based here in Parkersburg, West Virginia. The reason given for the firings of 125 probationary employees at the Bureau? Poor performance.
I had my last review on the 31st of January, and I had the highest rating that you can get on a review, less than 21 days before I was terminated for my performance.
You voted for Donald Trump.
I did.
Do you regret that vote?
Yes, I do. To cut the knees out of the working class Americans just doesn't make sense to me. I expected more from President Donald Trump.
Since speaking out, Piggott says she's received death threats and her home has been egged. This woman asked us not to show her face for fear of retribution. She recently retired from the Bureau of Fiscal Service because she was afraid of losing her health insurance if she was fired. She also voted for Trump.
Would you still have supported him?
I'm not sure that I would have. The way that it's been done, I'm for balancing the budget, that type of thing, but not in this context. It's just not right.
Earlier this month, a federal judge ordered half a dozen federal agencies to immediately offer thousands of probationary employees their jobs back. But this week, the Trump administration asked the Supreme Court to put that judge's ruling on hold and stop those employees from returning to work. Eric Engel is a representative for the National Treasury Employees Union.
They are fully reinstated, all 125 of them. They are on paid admin leave.
Now they're getting paid for not doing their job. So did the government really save any money here?
Not at all. No. That's not. I personally don't believe that was ever the point. But they're not saving any money from these probationary and trial period employee firings. This has nothing to do with eliminating waste, fraud, and abuse.
The Bureau of Fiscal Service employs more than 2,000 people here in Parkersburg. People we spoke with told us it's considered the place to work. Jobs at the Bureau are hard to come by, and people have always believed it was one of the most stable employers. Rhonda Bragg is another probationary employee who was fired from the Bureau. She didn't vote for Trump because she feared something like this might happen.
A lot of people who voted for Donald Trump lost their jobs now. What do you think about that? What do you want to say to them?
You know, at first I wanted to say, when all this happens, you deserved it. At the same time, they're in the same spot that I am. And I honestly don't think any of us deserved it. It's not even $50,000 a year. You know, it's not that much money. I'm blue collar just like the rest of them in this valley.
In a statement regarding the reinstated employees, a spokesperson for the Treasury Department told us they are weighing how best to consider their performance, Treasury's operational needs, and the Trump administration's government-wide effort to increase efficiency.
Come here, baby.
That's hardly any consolation to Jennifer Piggott and her family.
If you could say anything to President Trump now, what would you say?
I expected better from you. I really did. I expected that you would do what was right and cut waste and fraud and all of those things that you promised us before we elected you in office, but you're not doing that. You're creating a disaster, and I don't know what America's going to look like if this continues.
Don't touch. Yeah, don't be calling me, man. I'll call you too, you illegal immigrant. This is a illegal immigrant right here.
Are you okay, guys? All right.
Yeah, this guy is an illegal immigrant.
Okay, can we de-escalate this, please?
Yeah, this is an illegal immigrant, and he shouldn't belong in this country.
Yes.
He's from Colombia. He's
Can you pay?
bringing
Please?
drugs. Fucking bringing drugs into my country.
Nobody gives a shit. Just pay.
Yeah, here.
Stop.
We're outside, man. He just cut me out. All right, we'll see what's up.
See, huh?
What's that? This is my town, bro.
You're like
We don't want no Colombians in here with the drugs. Right? We want no illegal immigrants in here, man. Right?
Where
We
you
want
been?
no immigrants here, man.
What?
Cause I was here before you. I was here
What
before you,
mean,
man.
dude?
All right?
You got $18.
Yeah, I'm a great example, exactly. And we don't want no illegal immigrants around here. Yes.
You are.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. That's right. I don't want no Colombians around here.
Right.
These people. Take away, man. These illegal immigrants, man.
Let's go.
Fuck these fucking illegal immigrants, man.
It's going down April 5th. It's a nationwide protest against everything that Trump and Biden has done against this country, and black people are not going. It's hands off for us. That cape you wearing, turn it into a blanket. We playing spades. We watching TV. We having a cookout. We binge watching old Martin episodes. We doing everything but going to this damn march. Where them fans at? Find them fans April 5th. This ain't got nothing to do with us. We did not put that man in office, so this is their fight. Y'all remember when you was younger and your bike got stolen and your mother told you don't come in this house till you go get your bike back? It's their turn to go get the bike back. You can even look at the flyer and tell this ain't got nothing to do with us. Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, public lands, fair elections, NATO, veteran affairs, cancer research, schools, libraries, free speech, LGBTQ, immigrants, judges, clean energy, our bodies, our jobs, personal data, everything but black rights, everything but discrimination, everything but redlining. You sit your ass down. Do not go out there and let them pepper spray you and beat you down and pour them tanks out and gas spray you. Because when black people mobilize, you a threat. When white people mobilize, it's a march. Sit your ass in the house. I don't know what is streaming on April 5th, but we need to look that up because Dope Thief is good. The Pit is good. I know Tyler Perry got a movie every week that's probably good. It's watchable. I'm telling you right now, find something to do on April 5th. They saying TikTok going to shut down, and that's just scary because the TikTok go dark, and it's going dark the same day this march is going down. That means they might know something we don't, and they might be ready to get lit. I'm just saying.
All right, so I wanted to end it, and I made sure to have two brothers clearly put out the message because just in case people missed it the first time, I wanted to make sure that if people made it further along in the video that they heard it for a second time. I wanted to drill this directly into people's faces because this is something that I've stated before. Black people need to stand 10 toes down on. We've been mistreated. We've been looked down upon. We've had people disrespect us a multitude of ways, and they've tried to tell us that we aren't this and we aren't that. We've had a lot of people try to come directly into the culture, try to assume the throne, try to take the position, and leave us with nothing. We've seen a lot of people come directly into the country, and they want to disrespect us. They want to tell us who it is that we are. They want to try to state they know our history more than we do. And they want to try to correct us on the knowledge of what we have about ourselves. And as I stated before, because you got this amount of disrespect out there that is coming from immigrants and many others towards Black Americans, this is the moment in time that we need to stand firm. We need to sit down and we need to mind our business. I don't know who threw together this march or whatever this is, but allow everybody else who got the United States into this predicament to go out there and march. Let them put their bodies on the front line. Black people have been doing this for far too long. We deserve a rest. Let everybody else fight the good fight and do whatever it is that needs to be done. Let whatever happens, happens. Sit back, go to some type of like party, go out there and dance with your fans, go out there and see a movie, go out there and eat dinner, go spend time with yourselves, your family, significant other, with your kids. Do everything else but join into that movement that they wanted to do. Again, there's way more people in the United States than there are Black Americans. Allow all of those people who feel a certain type of way about this administration, about this president, allow all of them to show up. Black people need not to show up, nor do we need to be at the forefront of anybody else's movement, especially when it is that we specifically told people, hey, this is not what you want to do. We've seen this merry-go-round. We've seen this far too many times. If you decide to go this way, it's not going to be beneficial. It's going to be very detrimental. You're going to mess around and find out, and here we are. So instead of a lot of people actually admitting that, hey, Black people, you guys are right, we should have actually listened at it, people didn't even want to do that. They still wanted to double and triple dog down on the whatever it is that they decided to vote on and decided to do. You have a lot of white women out here that are highly at fault directly for everything that took place. They wanted to cut off their nose to spite their face. You had a lot of other women of other nationalities that specifically came directly out in droves and voted for this administration, directly for this president. Again, this is on you. This is on you. We got 50% of the population, if not over, is women in the United States. And you mean to tell me that a lot of them decided to vote against the other women directly out there that were trying to vote for the best interest of women? Crazy work. A lot of women wanted to vote for a man to be president versus voting for a woman to be president. Again, that should tell you how people actually see race, how people see certain things directly in the United States, even though a lot of people want to walk around like, oh, I don't see race. Why does everything have to be about color? Oh, I don't understand. We're all God's children. Kumbaya, my Lord. We shall up. Right. It's that whole thing. But yet you're able to see how it is that people specifically see color and how people will have a visceral reaction to when they see that color. They will decide, like, we're not having that. Let me sit up there and vote for this other person, even if it may hurt me. I'm still going to vote for this because I'm not going to put that in the seat of office. And that's crazy. That's crazy. That's a whole nother woman. Whole nother woman, fully educated and everything. They were like, nah. I don't want to see an educated woman in office, especially one that don't look like me. But better yet, they did the exact same thing when it dealt with Hillary. Look at that. Color me surprised. So it doesn't matter if you're white. It doesn't matter if you're Indian. They don't want you directly in office, no matter how capable you may be. Right? We've had a lot of incapable men directly in the seat of office that have put us in a whole bunch of wars, that put us in a lot of deficits. What worse? What further worse could a woman actually do? We've been in wars. World War I, World War II. Like, what do you think is going to happen? You put a woman directly in there and we're going to have World War IV? You think that the whole decimation of the United States, of the whole world, is going to come directly to an end? That's some crazy work. Comparison to all of the wars that we've had, all of the many things that have taken place in this country and outside of this country by way of men, you really think that it's going to be worse? But like I said, that says a lot, knowing the fact that a lot of people out there have daughters, and you voted against your daughter potentially seeing something that would have been the first ever in the United States. It's diabolical. But like I said before, this is where we are. You have a lot of people that are losing their jobs. You got a lot of Trump supporters that are finding out at this moment in time, and some of them are federal workers. And oops, look at that. You did it again. You voted against yourself, and now you lost your job. You were not getting money, and then you started getting money because now you're on paid leave, and now you don't know where it is because it's up in the air because Trump is like, hold on, we're going to hold off on what that judge stated because we need to, dot the I's and check the T's. Right, we need to do that real quick just to make sure everything is everything. We need to assess this a little bit more because remember, we got to drain the swamp. We got to cut out the access. We got to get rid of the cancer. We got to get rid of all of the expenditures, the waste that we don't need. And by waste, that means a lot of ordinary people who worked and educated themselves in order to get a lot of these jobs in government. But again, a lot of women are not understanding that you are the first ones on the chopping block, because they got rid of affirmative action. They got rid of the DEI and a lot of other things, because they tricked you into thinking that if you got rid of this, it was only going to affect the blacks. But look at that. Color me surprised when the first people losing their jobs are not black people, are not black women. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.